Damn, guys. Alright, so, what's up? I am a little bit baffled right now because I just sat down and looked in the camera and my face looks different. My eyes, I'm not wearing eyeliner at the moment, but like, I don't know. For some reason my face looks different. And my jaw looks bigger too. I was playing with my jawbone yesterday and I could feel that it had gotten larger. And hopefully I'll start to lose this double chin because my whole family has that and I hate it. I wish I could like magically just get rid of it. But anyway, I sat down and like my whole body just looked bigger. So I was going to show you, like, it's nothing too impressive, but there's like a little bit of muscle there now. And I'm kind of excited for it. It looks good to me. So anyway, I started my diet 2 days ago. I kind of cheated, broke down a little bit last night, and I had 2 chocolate chip cookies with my protein shake before I went to bed, which is probably a bad idea. I'm also procrastinating. I should be going outside and waiting for the bus right now, but I don't want to go to school this early, because then I'll be sitting there for 20 minutes with nothing to do. But anyway, what I decided to do instead is to kind of make a response video to Ami about why I transition the way that I do. And for me, I am just in the very beginning part of my transition, obviously. And forgive me, I have a bowl of cereal here. I'm going to eat my breakfast too. But I think, let's see. I know that I want bottom surgery for sure. And this is like a weird concept to, it seems like 90% of trans men on YouTube that an FTM wants bottom surgery. That's crazy to me because I feel like a huge part of being F to M, and I realize that there's a million ways to be F to M, but I feel like if you were born female and you identify as male, at least for me, I was born female, I identify as male, I have always felt like I lacked a penis. And a lot of F to M's, I guess, don't experience that. Now, I'm not going to invalidate anyone's perceptions or opinions. The same way that Ami honors everyone's journey, so do I. But I can understand, and please correct me if I misinterpreted, when you said, how do you feel like a man? And I understand that you're not trying to come across as an asshole. It's not like that at all. I completely, I think, understand where you're coming from in saying your journey has been so different than mine that I just can't even seem to recognize the logic for the steps that you took. And I guess part of that is just establishing your own identity, being comfortable in it, and allowing others to be who they are, you know, just let it be. But at the same time, I can understand there's people that I'm curious about, like, how can you do this, this, and this in your life and call yourself one way whenever you act like something totally different? It's just a little confusing and a little, what's the word? There's like a divide or something between like what your mind and heart are saying and what your body does. And that's, I mean, the biggest issue with being trans in the first place, I think, is that discord or disconnect between the body and mind. But yeah, so anyway, I'm getting on a tangent, but I do want bottom surgery. I haven't really decided yet, actually. In the beginning, I was all gung-ho for metoidioplasty, and that sounded like the best idea in the world to me. And then I started looking at pictures of phalloplasty, and even though I don't want like giant scars from skin grafts, I think that in the next 10 years they might figure out a way to combine like the metoidioplasty, the phalloplasty, and the old procedure where they used to use a flap of your abdomen to create the structure of like this cylinder or whatever of the shaft. I feel like if you cut the clitoral ligament and then put skin around it that was able to get erectile, so maybe like use the labial folds in some way, and this is getting really graphic, but I feel like there's so much skin down there, you should be able to do something with it. I don't know, sorry, that's just me and being very bottom dysphoric today, well, every day. That's the biggest issue for me. That's how I know I'm a man, is because I feel like I have been robbed. And I felt that way my whole freaking life, like ever since I was like a little bitty kid. And it's so crazy that all these people have different transgender experiences, and I realized that, oh my god, I'm a trans person too. And finally I have this sense of community that I didn't ever know I had before. Because I didn't have the language for it, you know, but now I do, and I'm grateful. So, speaking of language, the language we talk of is masculinity, and for me, having bottom surgery definitely would solidify my masculinity, but also, so would top surgery, because men don't have breasts, unless they have gynecomastia, which actually, I could probably get diagnosed with. My left side is deformed, and it actually looks a little bit more like a male side of a chest, and then the right side looks like a breast, but they're not symmetrical, even close. And if I had medical insurance, I would definitely go get diagnosed with gynecomastia as soon as I changed my name and gender, which I am also planning on doing. I want my gender marker changed on my license, obviously. For purposes of identification, if my card says that I'm female and I look and sound 100% male, they're not going to buy it. And I don't want to have to explain, like Skylar said in his passing tips video, to every single person on the street, oh, no, by the way, I'm a man, I've transitioned, I'm F to M, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't feel like I need to sit down and explain that to everybody. Not because it's not their business, like, it can be their business, but I don't have time for all that shit. So anyway, gender marker changed on the driver's license at least, if not the birth certificate. Top surgery, bottom surgery. Obviously, I'm on hormones. I'm 12 weeks yesterday. On testosterone cypionate, I take 0.8 cc's or whatever every 2 weeks. And I don't know. I want to get my ovaries taken out, but I also want to donate my eggs before I do it, which involves being put on fertility drugs, which means I would have to stop testosterone for a while, kind of bring my ovaries back to life. But after I sold like 2 rounds of eggs, I'd get paid like $10,000, and that would cover like pretty much all of the organ removal that I needed. So I figure, me as a man, I don't need ovaries, I don't need breasts, I'm never gonna fucking use them. That's the truth of the matter. I'm not gonna have any babies, so all of you religious people who say I can be cured by settling down with a good Christian man and just being the woman that I was assigned at birth to be, I say, fuck you. I was not assigned at birth to be anything. I was assigned, this is the only thing I was assigned to do, to be human, to live, die, and pay taxes. That's fucking it. And so long as I fulfill my duty in American society, which right now I am doing, I work and I pay taxes and I go to school, I'm a college student, and I'm trans, and I don't make that much money. So for me, the biggest obstacle in terms of moving forward is definitely finances. And I plan on actually switching from testosterone cypionate to enanthate, but my time is running out. It's getting close to 10 minutes. If you have any more questions about whatever, or if you can recommend any surgery surgeons or surgery results, pictures, send them to me. I would be happy to look at them because I'm definitely considering. I'm also applying for a loan for $7,000, which would cover most of my top surgery. I have a chip-in account. It's on my page linked. If you want to donate, if you want to be generous, go to my page. I won't put it on this video because that's like begging. But go to my channel, find the account, and just go ahead and throw some money in there from your PayPal. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe up top, comment down there, do whatever you're going to do. I'm Jake, and I'm signing off. Peace.